In the past week, the Thai authorities have deported by force over 200,000 registered and non-registered Cambodian migrant workers from Thailand to Cambodia. Who are these migrant workers from Cambodia in Thailand? They are the poorest of the poor, mainly the youth who cannot find employment in Cambodia because they have no skills, because they missed out in education. They missed out in the development in Cambodia. There are also the farmers who have lost their land due to land grabs, because they are the farmers who are totally in debt because the interest rate for the microcredit schemes is way too high for them to pay off their debts. Thailand took the opportunity of their coup in their own country and accusing the Cambodian migrant workers of possibly causing more political instability in Thailand. And that is one of the reasons why we have this forced deportation. When there is forced deportation, that means there is no choice for the migrant workers. That means there is violations of the rights of the migrant workers and their families. And we saw that. And we've seen it in the past week at the deportation point on the border of Cambodia and Thailand. Truckloads of so-called migrant workers put into these trucks for hours and hours, 7 hours of transportation with no stop. And you have pregnant women, children on these trucks. There are also alleged about 9 cases of Cambodian workers killed during this deportation period. Now the solution. The solution is that there has to be a dialogue immediately between Cambodia and Thailand to stop this type of deportation. We can say reintegration, but then there has to be a secured solution for the safety of the workers who are returned. And it's not just at the border, but they have to be home safely. On the medium term, we have to make sure that our youth are receiving skills training so that they can find employment, decent employment with decent wages, so that they can stay home. For our farmers, they have to get land. The interest rate for farmers has to come down to not 2% a year, but less than 1% a year. We have to make sure that national budget for education and for healthcare for Cambodia must be around 40% of the national budget for the next 5 years, or 10 years probably, in order for our education program sector, health sector, to have quality so that the poor can have access to education and healthcare. We can see that poverty reduction strategy in Cambodia, it has not worked. We can question development aid in Cambodia. Why do we have this exodus of Cambodians to neighboring countries and the risk that they take to go out to find employment outside of Cambodia? It is a huge problem, an economic problem, a social problem that needs to be addressed. And development must benefit all and not just the 5% at the top. That is the solution. And we want to stop this type of economic development that pushes our youth outside of our own country. Solution is at home, our people must stay home and work. Employment must be decent with decent wages.